Was this a comedy bit, or was this like a true thing when you brought Mike to church?
That really happened.
You brought Michael Jackson to church?
Bro, you can go on the internet and pull it up. Me and Mike were friends. When he was in that trouble, he said, man, I think I need to go to church. I called Chip Murray at the time, who was the pastor of AME Christian Church. I said, hey man, Mike want to go to church. He said, Michael who? I said, Michael Jackson. So I went to Mike's hotel. Mike had the whole Beverly Wilshire Hotel. He bought the whole floor and gutted it and remodeled it.
Oh, he lived there?
Yeah, because he got tired of driving from Neverland to go to court. So when I came to his house to pick him up, he came to the elevator with a moped.
What?
He was riding the moped down the hallway.
What was he like as a human being?
Dog, he's one of the coolest people I've ever met. He's very smart, way deeper than people know, man. He understood what they were doing to him. So he came out dressed to go to church, and he had this suit on, this naval suit with this one stripe going down the leg. And I looked at Mike, I said, hey man, where your suit at? Yo, we going to church. You dressed like Captain Crunch. He said, you're so crazy. And we get in the car, and he said, Steve, I don't want anybody to know I'm coming. My man, we got off the freeway, off the 10 on Crenshaw. People were lined up all over the bridge, all down Crenshaw, turned the corner on Adams, all up at the church. We were driving 4 miles an hour. I don't know who found out he was coming to church, but I didn't tell a soul. And we went in that church, and church was packed. Me and Mike sitting there, the choir is up, and Mike is just jamming. He's jamming to the church. And so he went to church, so he went down to the kids class because he loved kids. He sat down there with the kids who was talking to him. So the reporters are all outside. He said, Steve, I don't want to talk to anybody. You go and talk for me. I said, all right, cool. It's 40 mics in front of me. Now you got all this online. But Steve, we want to talk to Mike. Mike ain't talking. Why did he ask you? I don't know. And then we got in the car. He had this Bentley. And every time you get in his Bentley, he has you sign the ceiling or something. His signature's all over this car.
Oh, how cute.
You've ruined this Bentley. This is the car I want. We're pulling off, and Mike, let me speak to the people. Let me wave at. I said, Mike, you can't put your hand out this window, dog. So I told you, I said, man, lock his window, because Mike just friendly. He stick his hand out of the way, dude, grabbed his hand, just pulling him out the window. I snatched Mike. I said, man, sit your ass down and stop. Act like you famous. And I rolled the window up. But Steve, the people, and they just mobbed him. That was a true story.